Here we go. Check the From the Shore to Be More show. Coming through strong with that podcast flow. Sunday afternoon at 2 to 3 p.m. slot. Got the Interstate 95 Turnpike hot. When you tune in, they don't just entertain. They come with the message that presses the brain. Those other podcasts, they seem microscopic. Cause they're the big dogs that drop the hot topics. So sure, be more dumb. You just stay ready. For DJ Boom, Shaheem, and Montgomery. Put them together, there's a treacherous string. From the tri-state area to the DMV. So sit back, relax, get your Sundays on. On after morning, gone before dawn. That positive vibe that we hitting so strong. With this podcast show, you can't go wrong. So, here we go. 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 Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome once again back to the From the Shore to Be More show. I am the one, the only, Shaheem.
I'm Aunt Debbie, a.k.a. Deborah Singletary.
There you go. Yes, she is. And Boom will be joining us shortly, folks. And yes, we are the treacherous three of the tri-state area and the DMV. I heard. And it is great to be back, and it's good to see you all back with us on another wonderful Sunday afternoon, folks. I don't know how it is where you guys are. It's beautiful now, but it started off rocky today. I don't know if it's because it's the beginning of the football season or whatever, but it was a huge thunderstorm that ran through. I don't know. Our lights even went out. I don't know.
Really? Well, it's an omen. It's an omen for how emotional and expressive the football season is going
That's
to be.
What it is.
All about emotions.
That's exactly what it is. And the lights actually went out, but luckily they came back on, and I'm here with you guys, and it's going to be a great day, right?
I say amen.
I see Boom is joining us. What's up, Boom?
So I had to take myself off of mute first. But what's happening, everybody?
What's going on, cuz?
I'm out here trying to live my best life in this wonderful establishment, black-owned establishment called Cats. Let me see if I can turn my camera around so y'all can see what I see. I don't know how to do it without just leave it alone. I mess everything up, but y'all can see what I see. I got a question for you.
Okay.
It's brunch time.
Where are you, honey? Oh, Catch Kitchen and Cocktails.
Yeah, Cat's Kitchen and Cocktails. And this is a cocktail right here.
Okay, well, we see you enjoying your Sunday. I know you're busy at work, but we're glad you tuned into the show.
Absolutely.
Today, folks, we're talking about culture and class wars, especially within our communities. Oh, we're going to get deep into this one. I had a lot of thoughts. We all did, I think, about this particular topic, and particularly about how it affects our community. I think it's big in our community. We're going to get deep into that, folks. But before we do that, I have to talk about last week's show. If you missed it, folks, on Empty Nesters, if you missed it, I have to remind you that, no worries, you can go back and see that episode and all of our many episodes on our YouTube channel, or we are available everywhere. So I encourage you, during your work week or whatever you're doing during the week, if you missed the show, you can go back and go check those out, all right? I got to mention that. Also, the powers that be have stolen some episodes, some very important episodes for us, and you can still catch them in the full entirety, our ghost episodes on therealshaheem.com. Also have to mention that. So go check them out. And don't forget to subscribe. All right. How was your guys' week?
I don't remember. I get so busy. Well, I'm in the studio. I'm making some artwork. That's always wonderful. I had an artist spend a couple of days with me, and she's a real artist type. She even looks the part in the sense that of how she dresses herself and what she talks about. That was exciting.
Did she have dreadlocks?
No, actually, she's bald. She's completely bald. She has alopecia, and I've watched her. I've known her since the 80s when we were both would have been in our 30s. And I've watched her struggle with the alopecia, covering her head. And now she's learned to embrace her being bald. So, you know, and of course, the culture now, women are going bald because we like, look, if the men can be bald, they ain't got no hair, we can be bald too. I'm not saying that though. I'm holding on to my hair.
I'll tell you
my bald spots.
The look ain't for everybody. I'll tell you that. Even the men.
Well,
you got heads that should have hair on
it. I would look mean.
There's a young lady here. I'm gonna see if I can get on camera at some point to show y'all her head. She's totally bald as well. And I think that was by choice. But I mean, I love the look. If the head is right, rock it. Like they say, if the shoe fit, wear it. If the head is right, you know what I mean? Go ahead and make it do what it do.
Well, two things for me, and they're both about the young lady, the artist that you were talking about. First of all, I would love to see her work. I want to say that.
Yeah, she's kind of a famous artist.
Oh, wow. And secondly, because I'm always thinking about work, I'm going to say we would love to have her on the show sometime. I think that would be excellent.
I'll ask her.
That would be a beautiful thing. It's been a good week. In fact, I want to say this. For a lot of us, especially our people, it's been a great week. I don't know if people have been paying attention, but along with, I think it was last week, 2 weeks ago, with the men's relay all black people team winning the gold, and the women's, we talked about that. I watched this yesterday, the tennis match yesterday with Coco Gauff. Oh man! So I think we all want to say congratulations to on her first Grand Slam win. It was amazing. I want to say that it was amazing. Yes, I don't think people of our color have been this excited about a tennis player since Venus and Serena. I know Naomi Osaka was out there. She's on a break because she just had a child and everything. I think she's black and I want to say Korean. I could be wrong. And people comment, please. You can correct me. I'm okay with that. But hats off to Naomi.
Yes.
To Naomi who?
Excuse me. No, Coco. I got distracted because I see you post this back. What is the comment said? I would much rather be bald than to wear a bad wig or weave. I definitely respect that. Natural is always beautiful and sometimes involuntary. Well said.
Yeah, I love natural. I've been natural since high school. I'm going to show you guys some of my high school pictures with my natural hair.
Oh, I'd love to see him. I would love to see him, honestly. I like women that can rock their natural hair, but I think for the most part, in today's world, the girls don't do it as much because of convenience. I don't think they don't like it. I think it's more of a convenient thing to throw on a wig or things like that. Sometimes I know, or weaves tend to last longer. I'm speaking as a man, and I know women are going to chime in. Please take it easy on me. Please take it easy on me, all right? So again, congratulations to Coco. I don't want to get myself in trouble here, so I'm going to shut up now. But also, let's acknowledge this. Football is back. Football season is back. The Giants have a big game today against those dreaded Cowboys. Hats off to New York Giants. The game is at 8 o'clock. Real special game for us. My sister, her husband, and my nephew are on their way to the game as we speak. They're on their way to Jersey to go to that game, and I know they're going to be live in the building, screaming and hollering just as much as I'm going to be at home screaming and hollering. So hats off to them, and have a safe trip, please. Who's Green Bay playing today, Boom?
We got a home game as well. Not a home game, but an in-division game, which is against our rival, the Bears.
The Bears?
Yeah. So Uncle L, if you're watching, we coming for you.
They're going to have some beer meat.
There you go. There you go.
This is the manager of the establishment, y'all.
Hey,
How you
Monica. You got
All
two
right.
good ones.
Saturday, every Sunday brunch.
All right.
Good ones. You stole them from
No,
me.
it's all right.
All right. Boom's got a lot of fans, folks. As you can see, he's hard at work as usual, making the party do what it do. And again, we're so glad that football season
Yeah,
is.
I
Yeah, go
be
ahead,
trying. They got all the games on here. Every game that's on right now, 1 o'clock is on right now.
Yeah, just trust me. I turned off, and we're gonna get into everything, folks. I turned off the Steelers game. The Steelers are playing 49ers.
The 49ers.
I turned off that game just before the show. I'm 100% in tune right now. Believe me. Yeah.
Well,
100%.
just some FYI, they getting whipped up on. So
Who, the Steelers?
yes,
Yeah, well, look, they were getting whipped up on when I turned the game off. I mean, that 49ers team is looking like a beast out there on the West Coast. Shout out to 49ers fans.
speaking of the West Coast, I'll be heading there in the morning. I was going to say in a few hours, but in the morning I'll be on my way to the West Coast, to San Diego actually. So, you know,
Yeah, we know you're going over to that West Coast. Just be safe traveling over. That's a long flight. Be safe, all right?
for sure.
Yeah, I see. Girlfriend capitalized on that free advertising. you ain't lying.
You hit it right on the head.
But hey, man, hey, listen, come, everybody, join in on the fun. We want y'all to join in on the fun, so we ain't mad at all. Before we move on, and while we're on sports, I just want to also congratulate, for you UFC fans, and I know, Boom, you are, Sean Strickland for his amazing win over Israel Adesanya last night in the UFC match. I just knew Israel was going to win that match. So I think Strickland shook everybody up. Shook the UFC world up with that win last night in a decision. So, again, congratulations to Sean Strickland. Did you see the fight, Boom?
I did not see the fight. I was working.
Yeah, right. The Saturday night, I can imagine.
Absolutely.
I
Thank you,
feel
Connor.
hurt. Ask me if I saw the game. Like, really?
See, look, that's how we know you didn't see it, because it's not a game; it's a fight.
All right. Moving right along.
Cuz you posted wishing you safe travels, cuz.
Yeah, I see it. I was saying thank you to her. So Aunt Debbie said, "How you know she didn't see the game?" And that's how we know.
Yeah, right. She also says, partner her punctuation, my phone is doing it by itself. LOL. All right, like, we forgive you. It's all good. Thanks, and thanks for coming. We really appreciate all the comments.
We like hearing from you.
And we encourage everybody. Join in the show. We want everybody to be part of the fun. We don't want Boom to have all the fun on today. So everybody join in. Moving along, let's do it, folks.
Now if it's your birthday, get on up. Now if it's your birthday, get on up. Now if it's your birthday, if it's your birthday, if it's your get on up. Now if it's your birthday, get on up. Now if it's your birthday, if it's your birthday, if it's your birthday, get on up. Turn it up. Now we gonna have us a good time.
I do my exercises on the farm. Get on up, get on up.
We're gonna get on all up for all the Virgos out there, first of all. So let's say what's up to all the Virgos, but particularly this one, because tomorrow is my birthday. Yes,
Wow.
it is.
They
Yes,
all over
it
the
is.
place. They are all over the place in here. I got Virgos everywhere here. Birthdays all over the place.
Shout out to the Virgos. Well, we're gonna start with mine, and happy birthday to me. And I thought it would be interesting, since my birthday is tomorrow, for the fans of the show to see some pictures of me from the past. I thought that
Oh,
would
I
be.
like it.
You would like that? Just please,
I like
people,
it.
take it easy. Take it easy in the comments, all right? Yeah, well, let's start with this one. I'll just show a few.
Oh my God, you're so
Yeah.
cute.
Oh, thanks for lying. I appreciate that. With my early 80s gear on, as people can see. That's
Oh,
one of me. But look, I didn't feel like being embarrassed by myself, so I did my siblings as well. So, yes, that's a picture of me and my
Wow.
siblings. My brother Jerry sitting next to me. My sister Erica, who passed away, rest in peace. My sister Angela is going to kill me, and my sister Ursula is also going to kill me, but I did not want to be embarrassed alone. Just a couple more folks, and then we're going to move along. I mean, this one I thought was cute. This was me and my first child.
oh,
My daughter Jasmine, who now has a child of her own, my granddaughter Cassidy, and I know they're probably watching the show. Shout out to them. Also, real quick, this was my 50th birthday, which was just a few years
Absolutely.
ago.
That was
Remember
the
that?
turn up.
Oh, that's right. Remember that?
That was the turn up.
Oh man, that was a heck of a night at my sister Angie's house. Again. That was a great time, and my wife would kill me if I didn't do this one. So that is us at our wedding many, many years ago. And I'm going to give you guys just one more, and then we're going to move on. And of course, this is us today.
That's how it go down, just like that.
At the From the Shore, the Telephone Union, the From the Shore to Be More show. And that's me, folks. So happy birthday to me. You guys got any birthday shout outs?
I don't have any.
Because I got
Right.
a couple before we move on.
Shout out to MC, cousin, brother, all that. Shaheem, happy birthday to him tomorrow. You know, I have nothing more than that. I shouted out my first angel. I guess I could shout out the Virgos, and they can't hear me,
I just
but
shout them out.
I probably should turn my mic on and they can hear me. I got a mic sitting right here. It's not on.
Yeah, let them in on this fun. Let them in on the fun. Yeah. I got a couple famous names I'm going to run through real fast, and then we're going to move on, folks. Real fast, ballerina Misty Copeland, the first black ballerina in New York City. So I wanted to shout her out, obviously. Also, basketball player Big Ben Wallace, formerly of the Detroit Pistons championship. Detroit Pistons. So I definitely want to shout out Big Ben Wallace. And real quick, and we should all know this, the Big Daddy Kane. Shout out to the Big Daddy Kane. Here I am. R-A-W.
R-A-W, a terrorist. Come on now.
Don't get it started. So happy birthday to everybody, especially to the Big Daddy Kane. We love your music. Enjoy your birthdays. And I want to remind people, if you have birthdays, you want us to shout them out, please contact the show. You can hit us up in the comments, or after the show, you can hit us up on our YouTube page, and we'll be happy to shout you out on your special day. How about that? And don't forget to subscribe, folks. Don't ever forget to subscribe. Subscriptions do matter. All right, let's keep it moving, folks.
You know, I guess right now we should start the show.
I actually got one. I saw The Intern on Hulu, and it's about a man who's my age and who's becoming an intern. And I think you guys should watch it, and I hope we'll do a show on being middle aged, because guess what? You guys are beyond middle age, so I hope we'll talk about aging at some point.
Yeah, we will talk about aging. And as far as The Intern, I saw that movie several times. I love that movie.
Really?
I love that movie. I
I
think he
love you,
was.
Tahim. I love you. I love you. I love you.
I think he was her driver at one point. I'm not going to tell you about the movie, but it was a tear jerker. My wife cries for everything, but yeah, it was a really good movie. Good pick. I would encourage people to go see it, especially today's a perfect day to sit down and go check that movie. Good pick. Boom, you got anything? All right, while Boom is taking care of business, I would encourage people to go to Netflix and check out the George Foreman biopic. It was good. It was better than I expected. I saw a lot of biopics about different people, even fighters, and they just didn't live up to because I lived through, I happened to be that age where I saw these guys and lived through that era. And I thought a lot of biopics about fighters like Muhammad Ali and things just didn't live up to the hype. But I thought this one was a really good one. And I encourage people to go see that one. Also, real quick, for those family people out there with kids and everything, The Little Mermaid, the live action version of The Little Mermaid just came out on Disney Plus. So if you're sitting around with nothing to do and you got the kids running around, you might want to sit them down, give them some snacks, and check out the movie. It was really good. I am not a big fan of Disney movies like that, but I gotta admit, I was really, really impressed. The cinematography, the graphics, everything, excellent, spot on. And you wouldn't expect anything else from Disney, honestly.
So I do have one. I don't know if it was mentioned before. I've seen it already, and it's a bingeable show called Schitt's Creek. And that's SCHITT.
I did see it.
And listen, that is a funny show.
It is.
You looking for something to binge watch? Watch Schitt's Creek. That is a funny show.
I've seen it.
And for not to spoil it for people, because I hope people do go check it out. But the gay guy in it was hilarious. Absolutely.
Listen, that's his son. That's his actual son.
And it says something about class, I think. Class and culture. Schitt's Creek? Creek shit? What is it called?
Spell it
Schitt's
again,
Creek.
Boom.
Yeah, I
It's
think
called
it's
Schitt's
a
Creek, but it's
commentary on class, don't you? Or do I have the wrong show?
well, no, it is. I mean, it could be
It's about these rich people who lose all their money,
who lose all their money, right?
but they still have the
know-how.
interior idea that they should be, special and privileged, even though they don't have the money
Have the
anymore
money
to
anymore.
back it up.
Right.
Yeah.
My wife agrees
It's
with you
hilarious.
about the movie The Intern on Disney.
That's my buddy, Terry.
I see you
I
have quite the
live for her
relationship.
comments. If I don't get a comment from Terry, I'm like, oh my God, I've let her down.
Yeah, y'all have an interesting partnership, I must say. Also, my granddaughter's birthday is coming up, and so my U-Post would like to say happy birthday to my granddaughter Cassidy. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. My birthday is coming up, and it's going to be a big event around here, obviously. Also, you post. I mean, obviously, people know. I think can figure out who you post is. So I don't know why I keep saying that, but we wanted to comment on some of the pictures that I put up, and I just want to go through this real fast before we move on. The one where it was all of us together. Yes, it was taken at Bear Mountain. For those who live in the area, you might be familiar with Bear Mountain up in North Jersey. It was taken there, and that's why you can see the beautiful scenery in the background. And of course, you know, the picture was a little rough, so she just wanted to say, "Oh, good Lord!"
Oh God.
Oh God.
God.
Oh God. Yeah. Well, thanks for commenting, everybody. We want you guys to be part of the show. Thank you very much. We're glad you're watching. First of all, we're glad you are watching. Okay. I want to say this.
I have to shout out a young lady celebrating a birthday in here today.
Please
She
do.
don't know it yet. When this song go off, I gotta play a song that she wanted. She's celebrating a sweet 16. Her name is
Oh,
Malaysia, and she's somewhere in here. I see her back there in the corner.
back there in the corner. Could you bring her on for a minute, or she's busy?
I would have to go all the way back there to get her.
Nah, don't do all that. I just wanted to give her a proper happy birthday, but happy birthday to the young lady.
You see the 16 all the way back there?
I do see it.
Right, that's where they at.
Well, happy sweet 16 to the young lady. And
Man,
again,
it might just be 16. I don't know about sweet.
And listen, folks watching the show, if you want your birthday shouted out, if you have ideas for movies, suggestions for movies, if you want to get in contact with the show, you can do that, people, and we encourage you to please do so. Okay? Our Instagram is at From the Shore to Be More. Our Twitter is at 2_Be More. Our email, From the Shore to Be More @gmail.com, or you can call us at 732-440-9314. And folks, I got to keep saying this. If we don't answer, please leave a message so we know what you're calling for. Just leave a brief message about why you're calling and how we can get back in touch with you. And I promise we will get back in touch with you. So please. Also, to our friends, family, faithful viewers, we just want to remind everybody that you can support our wonderful show that we have here by sending donations. We are accepting donations. Donations help us pay with a lot of things because this show is not free. Putting on the show has a cost to it. And in order for us to obtain the proper licenses and things so that we can give you guys the music and entertainment that you love to hear, we are accepting donations. Please send donations to Cash App, $ From the Shore to Be More, or for PayPal, paypal.me/From the Shore to Be More. And we need your support to keep this thing moving. And we're going to keep this thing moving. We love doing this too much. All right. Today's show. We went back and forth, I think, on Tuesday about today's topic before we finally settled on this. And I thought this was a really good one for a number of reasons. I think culture and class war are kind of almost the same things, because finances are tied so deeply into it, where you grew up or with the things that you were exposed to as you were growing up in the world. And I think that's really prevalent in our community. Ooh, that's a big word. Ooh, shout out to me. in our community, where it seems or it feels that if you reach a certain amount of success in our community, some individuals will start thinking of you as being less black, or no longer attached to the community just because you've reached a certain level of success. We see and we hear it all the time. Why do you suppose that is, Aunt Debbie?
You didn't just ask me.
Well, I'm asking everybody, but you are the resident. So yeah, I did put the question directly at you. I could give.
Okay, so I'm totally unprepared, But my sense is that we judge ourselves according to how much money we make or don't make. And so if
Okay.
we are low income,
Right.
the problem isn't the people who make the higher income, it's
Okay.
how we feel about our own income status. And we think that we are our income status. And so if we are quote unquote poor, then we feel badly about ourselves. And I believe that the idea that people who are successful are no longer Black is projected onto them by people who are low economically situated, because out of their fears and their envies, they start to say, "Oh, you're not Black," because Black is, as if there is such a thing as if there is one thing that Black is.
That
So
Black
I'll
is.
start. That's
Right.
my start.
Oh, I'm going to dive deep into this, but first I just want to put this up. For those sending who wish to send donations to Cash App, you post just put this up. Be careful with Cash App; they're experiencing a lot of fraud right now. I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
I did not know that. So if you want to send donations to the show, let's forego Cash App right now until they get their thing, and you can still do that through PayPal, people. I just want to mention that, and thank you, post, for bringing it to our attention. We appreciate that. Now back to today's topic. I think this way of thinking started centuries ago. Through in the midst of slavery, with the idea of the house Negro and the field, this idea of separation in our community, where the I'm not saying they felt this way, or where the feeling was, if you were the house Negroes, you were uppity. I don't know if people still use that word. It's an old school word, but you were thought of as being an uppity Negro because you were taught most likely how to use proper English, or you might have been taught to read so you can help master with these books and things like that. Some of the not all the Negro slaves worked in fields, folks. I think we should make that known.
But they weren't helping master with no books. I can tell you that. It was illegal for them to learn to read or to do math. But
for the most part, I'm sorry.
Oh my God! I would say you are so beautiful.
She said you are so beautiful.
Again, but
this is who I was talking about earlier.
I figured.
Oh,
yes. I love
okay. She's
it.
celebrating her 16th birthday.
And if I had that beautiful head,
okay.
I'd cut off my hair too. What a gorgeous face.
She said, "What a gorgeous face."
But it's not just her face; it's the energy within, radiating all the way out to me in Harlem. I thank you for smiling upon us.
So she thanks you for
my
smiling.
Gosh, I wish you said beautiful things like that about me.
Oh, so she said her mom went through chemo in 2012. That's why she shaved her head. But she looks good.
Oh, she looks wonderful.
Gorgeous.
Right.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
That is beautiful. That's up to her. And we hope her mom's doing well. All right. Yeah, but
as a survival, to survive, we have been taught to talk a particular way so that we can communicate to people of different cultures. So for me, in order to get a job or to do well in school, right from the beginning, I was taught to present myself in a particular kind of way. I had to talk differently, to the extent that I remember calling a cousin of mine. Actually, she was a cousin by marriage, so she didn't really know me. And I called her on the phone, and when I saw her in person, she said to me, "I thought you was a white woman." And she was saying it because of the way I speak. But you know, you got to be bilingual. Because we're living in Western society. In order for me to make my moves and be successful, I need to do. There's a name for it. Switching code switching.
Oh,
I have
switch.
to code switch. So I can say to Shaheem, honey, child, I ain't got no money. But if I'm out there, I would have to say I don't have a budget for that.
Yeah.
You know.
But I'm sorry. Go ahead,
What's
boo.
funny is I don't. I get it too. I hear so many people say you sound like a white guy versus a white guy, and blah, blah, blah. And it irritates the shit out of me because I feel like people are just ignorant as hell to say that. So you think I sound white when I'm speaking proper English? That's stupid. And it really annoys me when people say and do that. It really just
And
irks
it's
my
not
nerves.
proper English. It's Eastern Standard. Because when Aretha Franklin said, "What you want? Baby, I got it." You know, someone says, "Darling, what do you desire?" Because you know, I have what you need. You want what you want. Baby, I got it. Well, maybe she's not talking about that. So it's Eastern Standard.
Right.
If you speak Black English, you're speaking proper English to communicate with your home folk. So Eastern Standard, and Eastern Standard doesn't mean superior.
No,
It
it
just
doesn't.
means Eastern Standard.
But again, I want to go back to slavery. I think we were taught that it was better or proper, you know, and so that's why it was deemed that. But I also want to go back to slavery and say this: we were taught skills. Not all of us worked in fields. We were taught skills. Some of us were taught to do the books in stores, to run Bass's General Stores. Some of us were taught trades to build buildings. So we were taught how to frame and build carpentry skills and stuff that they use actually after slavery. But that's a whole nother story. But so that being said, some of the people who were taught these things or maybe spent more time with Master and his family were thought to be uppity because they were around white people, or while the other people slaved out in the fields. And so, I think, and some people might say that the division, you know, that feeling of dividing us was done on purpose to us. And go back to divided we stand, you know, together we stand, divided we fall, you know, that kind of thinking. So, and we were kept, you know, divided from each other, or kept from uniting totally, because Lord knows what could happen if that happened, right? And so,
yeah, and like, you know, we may value building buildings, but I value somebody knowing how to pick cotton. I value somebody knowing how to grow collard greens. We brought skills to America on you know, against our will, but we didn't come here as dumb, empty people. We came here with skills which they meaning the European culture, or white folk, if to use vernacular, that they stole. The cotton gin. If you think a white man invented the cotton gin, you are stone cold out your mind. A black man invented the cotton mill because he was like, this is hard work. There's got to be an easier way. So
Hey,
what
y'all.
I'm going to do is I'm
Go
going
ahead.
to invent something, and then his owner said, "Ooh, I invented the cotton gin, and I'm Eli, whatever his name was."
right.
So listen,
Uh-huh.
I got a special guest that you guys met earlier. She has got to speak her mind. That's the manager of the show. And she has something to say on this topic that we're talking about. So I'm about to turn this over to her real quick and let her speak on it.
Love it.
I'm going to take this out my ear.
Once again, I'm back.
Happy to see
Thanks
you
for coming back.
Are you here?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hi guys, how are you?
Come on.
We're doing good. Hi, how are you?
All right. I was just sitting here talking to DJ Boom about about how us as a culture, how we say that we want to support our own, but
Right.
then when it comes down to it being our, we're the worst enemy. I
Mm.
was telling the people here to, I'm originally from Philadelphia. Hey, everybody, Kenya from Philly.
Shout out to Philly.
Yes, shout out to Philly, everybody. It's I moved to Georgia and I seen that it's enough here for everyone to win here. Like
Mm.
you can have a hair shop, you can have 3 restaurants down the street from each other. You can have we got 2 tire rims on the same black owned tire rim here shop on this same strip. That is so much in Georgia that everybody wouldn't have a choice but to win. But it's
Mm.
the people that come that says, "Oh, hey guys, are you guys black owned?" And I say, "Hey, we are black owned." And then the first thing they go, "I don't like this," and then they get on the internet. Now, back in my day, because I'm 45 years old, shout out to the old heads in the building. Back in my
Girl,
day,
you working it.
yes, you would just want to speak to a manager. You'll want to speak to a manager, let the manager rectify the situation before you go onto these platforms that they set to either make you or break you.
Mm.
The Instagrams, the Twitter, the Googles, the Yup. Those was designed for people. It was supposed to be for promoting at one point in time. Now it's for bashing you
It can be.
put
Yeah.
and exposing you, bringing out the negativity and a lot of different things that's going on in people's personal life. So it's like it's crazy how we don't stick together, but then we say we want to support black businesses.
Yeah. It
Facts. I
is.
read a quote on here that stated, "I want the catch. I want to support my own, but don't support them. They'll be gone in about in about a year because they're trash." Now
Oh
this
wow.
is a woman call herself Dr. Boss. She said she has all these businesses, but if we was to do that to your business and your brand, it'd be wow. Even though she never put that
Mm.
we gave her 50% off, she never put that we came and we apologized and tried to make her win the race. They never put the good, but they always put the negative.
Yes, yes. Okay, I can agree that I can agree to some of that. But black people have a stigma, unfortunately, when it comes to business. They'll say, well, white people might be doing business, black people do business. You know what I mean?
Business, the Ebonics
Business.
word.
You've heard that before, right? Unfortunately,
I have.
unfortunately, it's a stigma, and it's hard to get past that, especially in our community. But I want to say this: even though sometimes, a famous comedian said this, even though sometimes he might go to this place and the waitress might have an attitude, and maybe the food is not always the best all the time, and all that, they black owned, and he goes anyway, just to support them, and he sees them struggling, trying to do what they're doing. And so I think we need more of that in our community. Unfortunately, we don't have it, but we're trying to get that back now. And that's why we're having this conversation right now, right?
Yeah, so right now, what I tell my team upon hiring, the odds are really against us. So if our food might not be the best that day, but our customer service is going to be amazing. Because we have to get from that generational curse of because we black owned, we got the right to have an attitude. No, we don't. You have to smile even when you think no one is looking or listening. You have to be mindful of what you're speaking to the universe because everyone is listening. Everyone has a camera nowadays. Everyone's recording things nowadays. Everyone is looking to catch a little 5 to 15 minutes of fame.
Yes, they are.
So with my staff, I teach them smile even if you're not happy because smiling
Right.
is free. Smiling don't cost you anything. Hello, thank you, you're welcome. Those items are free. And we have to get back to that level of customer service. Not a server,
Professionalism.
service. So people think because you are a server that is your job. No, it's the service that is
Right.
All
the
right now,
important
all
part.
right now. You gotta
Because you gotta make the young generation understand what the difference between service and server.
There you
Because you
go.
don't have to be a server. That I just hired 3 people. True facts, guys. I just hired 3 people who never served a day in their life, but their customer service is amazing.
Awesome.
Amazing. Give a shout out to Andrew. Give a shout out to Miss Loretta. Give a shout out to Cat.
This
They
girl
are
is
my
working it. That's
three
why she the
old
manager.
school at Cat's Kitchen and Cat's House. Y'all gotta check us out. We're definitely involved.
That's how we get down.
We're definitely involved here, guys. I tell them. So if you come, like, just like I say, and I just speak with the DJ, he came and brought such a great energy that we was missing. I couldn't find out the piece of the puzzle that we was missing.
Okay.
And it was the entertainment, because I tell my owners and I tell them, it starts with the mind. People eat with their eyes. They listen with their ears. And they use their hands to keep digesting what we're sitting down there. So if the music is right, it'll elevate and keep anybody's brain flowing. So they won't even be mad that the food took an hour, because the music is going really good.
Well,
And the
listen,
mimosas.
and the mimosas. Okay. Well, listen, I hear it's a good time over there. And listen, you done messed up, because we're gonna have to have you back another time one day.
Hey, I can keep going on and on, guys. I try to keep it real for the real ones, because they forget about what's really real in these days. I'm about to one of them white chairs don't hang around my neck. I don't know why, but it's trending.
Well, look, thanks for coming on and sharing your opinions. We loved having you. We're gonna have you back one day, hopefully.
All righty. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Just like that. That's how it go down.
Yeah, she made some good points. I think when it comes to our community, pride has a lot to do with it. I know, throughout the years, one particular community tried to strip of our pride, but I don't think it worked. I think Black people still have a lot of pride. We talked about this before. It starts in the home. It starts in the home. You may not be the richest person on the block, but that doesn't have anything to do with the pride. You can still be the proudest man walking around with your head up. You can be. You should never feel less than another man just because of his possessions, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I remember speaking on a little bit what you were saying. I remember taking my daughters to eat, and we were at forgive me, but we were at Hooters, and I told my kids, I said, I want y'all to look around the room and tell me what you see. You know what I mean? And they looked around. They was like, what? And they couldn't figure it out. I said, look at all the black staff and look at all the other staff. I said, tell me what you notice about them. And Dejanay, my youngest, said, all the white girls look happy and all the black girls don't. Even if they not happy, they look happy. And all the black people look mad. You know what I mean? And like she said, you're in an industry where literally walking through the door, they're ready to judge from the door. And so if you don't have to be smiling ear to ear, but even your energy, it gives off a smile. You know what I mean? And they all just look so upset and so mad. And everybody else is looking like, I'm going to get through this shift, go home. You know, they could be going through stuff we don't know. But I thought that was a very important thing to point out to them. I said, so when y'all walking around, don't walk around like you got the world on your shoulders. I got things going on too. Nobody would ever know unless I literally say it to them. Other than that, they would probably think I'm living the best life that life has to offer.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? I'm going through things as well. So I think that's a very important thing for people to do, especially us black women and black men. Stop looking so angry. The world is not that serious.
We may not be looking angry. Sometimes our resting face looks angry. We could be at peace. We could be inner. And when I'm walking down the street and some guys, usually a guy says to me, smile, smile. I say, I'm thinking about something. I'm not living for you. I'm walking down the street. I'm living for me. When I walk into an establishment, how about you guys not prejudge me because my face is what it is? I'm not peppy and smile. I mean, I'm not. You know, I'm not, except I try to be that way to my nieces and nephews when they open the door. You know, I try to give that, but I'm also thoughtful. And I don't want smiling to be, you know, the standard. How about sincerity? How about warmth? How about caring? And I don't want the standard of peppy white people to be how it's supposed to be. because a lot of times I feel irritated by people who are overly peppy, and it's
Mm.
not sincere.
Oh yeah, that's listen. I said smile with your energy. It does not have to be a smile on your face. It does not have to be. I've sat still and had thoughts, and no one has ever walked up to me and said, "What's wrong?" You know what I mean? Never has that happened. So it's the energy about what we put behind it. I don't know. It's difficult to
Yeah.
explain, but it's the energy behind it. Like you said
Thank
about the young lady
you.
that came on, you
Thank
felt her
you.
energy. You, you felt her energy
Yep.
through the phone. You felt her energy, whether she was smiling or not. You felt her energy through the phone. You know what I mean? So it's like it's not even she don't walk around here smiling 24/7, but you can feel her energy. Doesn't feel weighted. It doesn't feel like I'm being dragged down and it just it doesn't feel like a lot. It doesn't feel heavy.
Well, I want to jump back to this divide in our community, though. Obviously, um, we have a lot of stigmas in our community, right? Black people this, black people that. But sometimes we find, the friction in our own homes. For instance, like maybe there's a family, say a few children, 4 or 5, whatever, uh, grew up in, well, a working class neighborhood, probably didn't have the most money, but they made it. Uh, One of the children goes off to college, becomes successful. Uh, there could be jealousy in own home where now some of his own siblings are looking at that person like, oh, he think he all of that because and
What that happens? What that happens?
it can happen because of jealousy, maybe some other issues going on in the home. But it does happen when you start to succeed in our community for some reason. I don't know. Is there's just this hate that follows it. For instance, that same person who grew up in that working class neighborhood who succeeded, if he came back to his neighborhood, I can guarantee you some of his friends and some of his peers that he went to school with probably treat him differently.
You
Oh,
know
that
what,
that
Shaheem? I
Hmm?
remember sitting in my studio apartment in Brooklyn. Now I'm in
Okay.
my one
Shout out to
bedroom
Brooklyn, by the
apartment.
way.
And it's not here sticking up. And I cried because I thought I was going to die in that studio apartment, and my nieces and nephews would think that I was a failure because I wasn't successful. And so I don't know that you can live a more successful life than I have. Well, you can live a more successful life according to your own dreams and aspirations. But our standards of success are often white.
Right. Right.
Education, finances. Put that comment back up because I didn't get a chance to see it.
Sure.
Occupation. If you're a doctor, you thank you. You post. You automatically assume that they're successful. I'm an artist. I make my life and living. Right now, my major income is Social Security. Now, I'm not borrowing from any of my nephews, and the donations don't come to me. But how could one say that I am not successful when look at me? Look at how beautiful I am. And
Go ahead.
when people tell me I don't look my age, I say to them, I don't look my age because I don't look worn out and angry.
Yes.
So, when I sell some art, I do some astrology readings. I am, if you put me side by side with Oprah, I know everyone will say, wow, look at Oprah and Deborah, that's nice. But hello, I don't have the pressures. I chose to live the life I love. And the life I love is not what they ordinarily call successful. I had a cousin say to me, I don't know what's wrong with her. She's attractive. I was maybe in my 40s. She's attractive. She's smart. He wanted to know why I didn't have a co-op,
Yeah.
why I wasn't driving a car, why I didn't have a husband and a couple of kids. So, we judge each other by white European
I agree.
standards, including other
I
Black
agree.
people do it. And I've experienced classism from Black people. When I
Yes.
worked for the for a particular foundation, the people on the board, all Black, did not speak to me because they saw me as lower, and I ran that company. They had a
Go
company
ahead now.
because I ran it.
Go
Okay,
ahead now.
I organized it. I structured it. I did the policies and procedures. I created the website, but yet they didn't speak to me because they didn't understand that that woman would not have been that woman, at least not the way she was, without my contribution. So we need to redefine success. I'm
I
not going
think
to say
so.
anything else but exactly
You
that.
know, honestly, I always said success is a matter of perspective. You know what I mean? Like, who are you to tell me I'm not successful because I don't drive a Bentley or because my house is not 8 bedrooms, blah 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 blah. I look at you like you're crazy. I'm tremendously successful, and my success continues to grow every single day. I got this place here because I was sitting here eating. I didn't talk to these folks about being a DJ. I was sitting here eating.
Trying to eat.
Well, yeah, trying to eat. But that's how I got this right here. I didn't go around and say, "Hey, you looking for a DJ? You trying to hire me?" Da 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 da. No, you know what I mean. So my success grows every day, every single day. So, but because I'm just saying it because you live here. Because I'm not Tyler Perry, I'm not successful, or because I'm not DJ Khaled, I'm not successful. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
You say whatever you
Yeah.
want, but
Yeah.
There's a
I'm
phrase.
rolling.
There's a phrase that you might hear sometimes in our community, and you guys, let me know if you ever heard this before. You ever heard the phrase "pulling your black card"?
Yes, yes, I've heard that.
If you don't know how to do the electric slide, boy, I'm gonna pull your black card. If you don't know how to play spades, I'm gonna pull your black card. Is that a crazy thing?
Well, fire me because I can't do the electric slide and I can't play spades. So I guess I'm going to be off the show.
But here's the thing, and I think this is what the show is all about. These aren't things that define all Black people.
They don't define me. I promise you that.
And by the way, I do know how to play spades, and I do know how to do the electric slide. But just because someone doesn't,
You don't hear the
does
birthday
not
song?
make them. Does not mean that
What
they're
other
not
way?
Black. I think that's ridiculous. But you hear that
This
so
is
much in our
Black.
community. You hear that so much in our community. I'm gonna pull your black card. I saw. Oh, this was a joke I saw on the internet the other day. Somebody was offered some fried chicken by a Black person, and they offered him the hot sauce. They didn't want the hot sauce. The dude said, "I'm gonna pull your black card." You know what I mean? But
Somebody was doing what?
we was offered a piece of fried chicken and then some hot sauce to go with it. Well, the person said, "I don't like hot sauce," and so yeah, he almost had his black card taken away from him.
Man, food. I hardly even eat fried chicken anymore.
I'm not even gonna get into that.
What-
'Cause I ate a lot of
my
fried chicken.
roommate, my roommate is white. He eats more watermelon than I've seen anybody eat. Now, what the hell does that mean? Like, that's the dumbest.
I don't
shit
eat
ever.
watermelon. I do not eat watermelon. Isn't that
Oh
crazy?
my God, what's wrong
I do
with
not
you?
eat it. For me, it's not that I don't
How you
enjoy the
doing?
flavor. I hate all them seeds.
How you doing, Mary?
I hate all them seeds.
And don't get no seedless watermelon. No, don't even say it. That is manufactured in a factory. Don't eat no seedless. What living organism can't reproduce itself? Come on now. That's what the seeds are.
Y'all heard it from DJ Boom.
Get it together.
Stay away from them seedless watermelons.
Seedless grape, seedless watermelon, seedless lemon. That's all manufactured in a factory. Stop eating that crap.
That's right. Get some watermelon juice. It's so good.
Well, there you go, folks. That's another topic for another day. This has been a great show. We had a lot of interaction from our viewers. So we want to thank everybody for that. It's important that you guys get involved. We want to hear from you guys. So continue, please. All right, we're going to start winding down the show in a few minutes. Before I do that, I just want to put down this definition of culture wars. Culture wars is defined as a phenomenon in which multiple groups of people who hold Entrenched values and ideologies attempt to continuously steer public policy. Culture wars often derive around wedge issues, often based on values, morality, and lifestyle, which often lead to political cleavage. Interesting. That's one definition, but it doesn't necessarily say much about. Yeah, it was a good definition, but I would like to speak more about the divide in our community and how we heal that. But that was a good definition. It was a great show. It is a great show. It was a great show. Again, we want to thank everybody for all their contributions and for tuning in. But like all good things, it must come to an end. I want to start with this. What you guys got coming on? Boom, what you got coming up? I know you the busiest DJ in the world, so I know you got something. What's going on with you, cuz? Okay, he's busy right now. Oh, Debbie, what you got going on?
Well, I have a filming tomorrow. I do the last filming for this movie I'm in. And then on Thursday, I get on a plane and I'm going to Ireland, so I won't be here the next Sunday. I'll be in Harlem. I mean, in Ireland.
Right. Well, we're definitely going to miss you. Have you started packing?
I'm miss being here. I haven't started packing, but I know what I'm going to wear. I know what I'm going to bring to you. I've packed 10 times in my head.
Take plenty of pictures because we want to see the trip.
I will.
Absolutely. So I heard
you got coming
me,
up, cuz? Yeah.
So I'm leaving in the morning to go to California.
Right.
I got to train one of our DJs out there, and I have the opportunity to show up on The Price is Right. So I'm heading out to California tomorrow morning. Oh my goodness, coming back, and then next weekend I have a party I have to DJ for somebody's proposing to their fiance. So they're doing this whole elaborate party. So I was always supposed to DJ for that.
You doing the party for the proposal?
Yeah.
You better be sure about the answer.
I think she's pretty sure about. I think she's sure about the answer she gonna get. So.
Whoa. Okay.
She's going for it. So.
All right.
And that's on Saturday. Of course, I'll be back here. As you heard, I'll be back here on Sunday from 1 to 5, making it do what it do.
And shout out to the play. What's the manager's name again? I'm sorry.
I call her Philly. I never got her name. I just call her Philly.
Philly. Well, that's her name for that one. Shout out to Philly. Thanks for coming on. We enjoyed having you. And we got to have Philly back one day. As far as me, ladies and gentlemen, you always know music, videos, and everything is coming out. I also have my comic book coming out in October, so be looking out for that. I'm gonna be celebrating my birthday all month this month, folks. So I'm gonna be pretty busy. But I am about to release another song. I don't want to spoil you by telling you the title of it and everything, but it will be coming soon. So for all songs, videos, everything Shyheim, make sure you get the full experience at therealshyheim.com. And for those who might be looking for gifts during this holiday season, whether it's for birthdays or whatever, you might want to visit hazytrades.com and check out our customized 3-piece sets. I think that your special someone in your life would love it. And while I'm talking about these things, I also must talk about Cuz, our son, and his clothing company, Tailor Made. They can custom make anything you want, folks, for you, especially since it's getting cold. Those custom jackets, especially varsity jackets. I know he definitely wants me to mention that. And he's going to have a sale coming up soon, folks. So go check out Tailor Made, all right?
So I got to tell Ernst before we leave out of here, because I'm actually going to Stone Mountain today. I live in Stone Mountain, but I'm actually going to Stone Mountain today. I've been therapy for a lot of people that don't know. I have a project that I have to do as my therapist has directed me to do. And so I'm doing it today out of Stone Mountain. So I'm going to check out some countryside, but it might just be here in Georgia.
It's a beautiful country. It's a good thing that you're getting out to see it. I know I got to see it. Hopefully I'll get to see a lot more of it. I just want to put up this for Tailor Made real fast. That's right. Go check them out at Tailor Made Entertainment at bigcartel.com. All right, folks. It was an excellent show. Great topic. I appreciate it. We appreciated all the comments and everything. And we want you guys to continue to support and follow the show. Now, that brings us to this.
Ain't no stopping sunshine. Ain't no stopping me. Ain't no stopping all the love that sets the people free.
Your happiness is not dependent on people or circumstances. Happiness is a decision. Make up your mind. Be happy. And donate to From the Shore to Be More.
Please, people. And that's the last word on Debbie, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the show. It was awesome having everybody. We look forward to seeing you guys back next week on From the Shore to Be More.
Peace out,
Enjoy your
everybody.
Sundays, everybody.
Thank you, you host. I need to know who you host is. I mean,
It's his sister.
for real?
Yeah.
Thank you, you host.
Bye, everybody.